Hello, and welcome back to Doomed, not-so-solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I am joined today, as I often am on these streams, by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Was that a hair? Oh, yes.
Hello.
Cheester slash...
Yeah.
Hairster.
Cheester, Bunnymas, Bun Bun Weekend.
Bun Bun Weekend, famously as it's known across the globe. That's right.
Yeah.
I like
the
that.
most famous and bestest celebration of all things fluffy.
Aw, I like that. All things fluffy. We are, of course, celebrating by playing Arkham Horror, the card game, because we're masochists and we want to die.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
just that.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll wish grand greetings and hellos to the folks in the chat. I see Elizabeth Neal here and Requiem Lost. Hello to you both. Welcome to Doomed. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Perfect. As we often do, Crosshair, I think we'll, recall a little bit about where we are. Subscriber. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cthulhu. Now that's a quote. Thank you, Cthulhu. Much appreciated. Welcome back to Doomed. Happy to have you here with the Crosshair.
Hello.
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 You're doing a lot today, I think. As always, of course, we'll dive in. We'll remind everybody where we left off last time with our story, at least this moment in the story, and then we will play some Arkham. And bonus, depending on how quickly we are able to, not quickly, but depending on how this scenario wraps up, we're going to jump into the next one as well. Very exciting.
Well, the last one ended in 15 minutes, so...
Yeah, I mean... Sure, but will this one end in 15 minutes? We gotta have hope, We gotta have some hope, right? Something like that.
Hope.
What is hope, anyway? Just messing around with audio levels. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's that then. I say we just because hope is all we have. Exactly. I think
Nancy.
Oh, Nancy. Just kidding. We are back. We're here, back in Arkham with the Miskatonic Museum. Last time on Doomed, Father Mateo and Sister Bloody Mary found themselves being... Oh, Badbeck is here too. Hello, Sarah. Welcome to Doomed. Happy Easter weekend if you celebrate. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Last time, Father Mateo and Sister Bloody Mary found themselves pulled beneath the sands in Cairo, and then we flashed back in time to their time in Arkham, investigating some of the strange goings-on, the blood rites, the strange monsters beneath the city. They ventured, they consulted with, what's his name? What is his name? Yeah, I'm going to find out. Dr. Henry Armitage. And then went to the Miskatonic Museum, where they hoped to retrieve a copy of the Necronomicon, which might shed some light on what's going on here. Briefly, they broke in, sent the security guard fleeing. They found some maps and various ways through the windy exhibit halls, Egyptian exhibit, medieval exhibit, nature exhibit. Had to face off against a large, terrifying monster a couple of times. Each time it returns, it seems to get a little bit bigger. And they found themselves now in the restricted hall where the Necronomicon is being displayed. However, they've also found themselves entangled once again with the massive hunting horror. A large, terrifying dragon-like creature, which is very bad news. Yeah, I think that's about it in terms of where we got to. Crosshair, what have I missed, if anything? Read Requiem.
Outside the whole timeline, nothing much. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like those pieces will kind of come together as we go, right? You know, especially as we keep adding kind of chunks on to the beginning and the end of this story. I don't want to necessarily kind of recap everything, but you're right that there's this is part of a larger.
It's a bit timey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit timey-wimey, and I am going to make a timeline at some point.
Oh, yeah?
And the best place to find that timeline is Discord.
That's right, the RPG Clinic Discord. The Biff the Boss channel is, of course, for all things Arkham and otherwise Biff the Boss But yeah, Crosshair, that's a great idea. I'd be thrilled. I think it's so far it's like it's a bit timey-wimey, but it's not too complicated yet. We'll see if it kind of continues to be so. Shop smart. Shop S smart. Ah, Requiem S smart. Classic. But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, I was just checking our little friend here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the little friend. So the hunting horror, which has grown several times because of its it's been spawned from the shadows. So it is indeed 5 fight, 6 health, 5 evade, which is 5 agility or evade or whatever, which is pretty beefy. It's massive. Hunter, retaliate. It has a special ability where it might ready during the enemy phase, even if you evade it. Yuck. It doesn't die, it goes to the void. And, yes, tell me. Ooh.
It also has dark bidding.
Ah, classic.
Which is an added bonus that when it attacks an investigator, that investigator must take 1 additional damage and 1 additional horror, and heal 2 damage from hunting horror. But it only happens once.
Yes.
Then we discard the dark bidding, so...
Yeah, what annoys me about that is that in theory we'd need to do 6 damage to it all at once, or like in one round, because otherwise it'll heal some of the damage we deal to it in the enemy phase, which I don't like. It's not very nice.
Or prepare to take 2 damage and 2 horror, and then the dark bidding goes away.
Yeah, for sure. It's mostly like, well, not mostly, but I just don't like that it heals itself. Also, hi, reading aloud. If you don't like the nerdy content here, you're out. Just kidding. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
So this is the hunting horror. Unfortunately, Father Mateo is also we've both got entanglements here. Father Mateo is also being hunted by more strange snake-like creatures. These are serpents that serve a dark god named Yig. Different from the hunting horror, but somehow here at the same time. Hi, Saren. There's lots of nerd stuff here. Oh, yeah! That's what Father Mateo's got going on. It's bad news, for sure.
Yeah, and Mary has some cursed luck. Apparently, she brushed up against some cursed Egyptian idol or something.
Classic.
But she's joined by Nephthys, who's sure that there's something here regarding everything. But she has her own agenda going on. And also, there's a hex on Mary from beyond the veil. Perhaps Olive is pissed off from the beyond. But that means that if I manage to draw all my cards, I take 10 damage.
I like it's not if I'm forced to, it's like if I manage to. If I accomplish this goal, I get rewarded by taking 10 damage. Just brutal. I'd like to welcome new arrivals who are all chiming in about nerdery. We've got Saren, Zerophilia, and Weirdness all joining us. Hello, hi, and hi again. Welcome to each of you. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Perfecto. That, I think, is where we're at. We've got our board state still kind of set up because of how we ended last session. But it's on us now. We just did our mythos phase where we drew our encounter cards, and now it's back around to us.
Yeah.
What do
This
we
is the
think?
last act, Act 3, and
Oh, yes, you're right.
there's 4 out of 7 on the second agenda, and there's one more agenda after it. Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
We never know.
That is true. So you're right, Crosshair. I'll remind people in terms of story-wise. I'll read this flavor text again because I think it's useful. The shadows deepen. The shadows in the museum grow and become darker. As the shadows lengthen and shift, they begin to suggest the sinewy body of an uncanny creature darting at the periphery of your awareness. Which is, we know this creature is now in the restricted hall with us. And then Act 3A, which is what we're trying to accomplish. Somewhere in this area is Olaus Wormius's Latin translation of the Necronomicon. You must find it and escape while you can! If there are no clues remaining in the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. Which is where we are. It also specifically says, while hunting horrors at this location cannot be investigated. Which kind of sucks.
Funny thing is, there's 4 clues there. You have a charge on Eye of Chaos. I have a charge on Eye of Chaos.
Yeah,
Just
and
saying.
yeah, well, we can't investigate it while the hunting horror is here, which is too bad. Like, I'm just thinking, if there was some way of getting it out of here, which there isn't, then that would be pretty nice. But we could, or if there are ways of getting clues without investigating, he said,
True.
waggling his eyebrows.
Winky, winky.
That would be pretty nice. That said, we're here. We're ready. I have a possible plan to start. If that suits, Father Mateo can take the lead here, unless you have a specific oh no, I need to do this quick.
No, I don't have anything currently.
Okay. Father Mateo's, of course, incensed by the massive, sort of sinewy, serpent-like beast wrapped around them in this exhibit hall, taking up most of the region. But it's the smaller beasts that are coming towards him, armed with crude obsidian daggers, that truly terrifying. He kind of waves his candle at them to try to drive them back, but they seem to suck the life out of the room. He takes a deep breath and, against his better judgment, closes his eyes so that he can focus and not see the creatures in front of him. He takes a deep breath, and he's going to try to summon a storm. A storm of pure spiritual energy, a combination of both his faith and then his darker arcane research. Fight using willpower. You get +2 willpower, so 7. If you succeed, it deals 3 damage to each enemy at your location. If a bad stuff token is revealed, deal 2 damage to each investigator at your location. Now, it doesn't say instead, thankfully, but, that is a thing. This storm of pure energy is being directed towards the Serpents of Yig, the creatures that are advancing on him. But perhaps it will extend and drive back the hunting horror as well. First pull of today. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
Let's get doomed.
Let's get doomed. Exactly, Requiem. We can take these skeletons with science. Let's do it. So 7 to 2. Okay, bless. I have to do it, yeah. I'm gonna favor the moon, right away. Oh, yeah, unless you had a thought. Sorry.
Yeah, if you drew another bless, that would be 2 more damage. But
yeah, I don't trust, I want this to go off, and then I'm really hoping it'll be okay. Oh, hi, Flower. Welcome to Doomed. Happy to have you here. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Did I miss anything? I'm going to fill you in 2 seconds, Flower, because I just did my first draw of the game here, and I have to just figure out how this all goes together. It's a success. So, I'm going to release... nope. Okay, never mind. We're going to do that. Favor of the moon goes away. 1 bless goes on Nephthys.
Nephthys.
And then
Yeah.
I deleted the curse because it was on my card. Yeah, so that's fine. The Serpents of Yig are dead. So, damn it. The Elder Sign goes back in the bag. I don't know why it doesn't want to release from there, but that's okay. Hopefully it's all... And then it does 3 damage.
The hunting horror.
Yum. The massive kind of blast of energy surges out and just simply disintegrates the creatures in front of him, almost as if they were made of nothing more than, like, snake skin. And the crackle of electricity passes through Mary and Father Mateo, mostly unharmed, as it, tries to, as it batters the hunting horror as well. And then, yes, I'll catch you up really quick, Flower. We are just starting back in the Miskatonic Museum. Father Mateo and Sister Mary are here hunting for the Necronomicon. They found the restricted hall, but unfortunately they've been surrounded by the hunting horror. The Serpents of Yig are Father Mateo's personal weakness. They're hunting him across time and space, I guess. But he managed to blast them away just now. So hurrah. And now, Crosshair, now I have to evade.
That, or try to punch it.
Yeah, it has retaliate, and I would be fighting at 2 to 5. I mean, it's not impossible, but I feel like it would be, potentially bad news. Ideally, we'd have... look, a bless would be... I mean, if I just draw blesses, they'll go on Nephthys, and that'll be great.
Yeah, so what you need to do is draw 4 blesses so Nephthys can trigger twice and it's dead.
Is that possible? Yes, there's enough bless in the bag. Okay, coming at you. I'm going to do 4 blesses. Whoa, stop flipping, Mateo. Stop flipping, you wild man. Father Mateo kind of centers himself and races after the crackle of lightning that he's somehow managed to summon from deep within himself. He's going to try to essentially slide behind one of the displays and draw the ire of the hunting horror away from Mary to distract it. It has 5 evade. I have 3. There's not much to be done, unfortunately, until I draw more cards. But for now... Yep, nope, that's a big old -4. It's too bad. But let's go one more time. 3 to 5. No, okay, well, you can't win them all, right?
No.
That's me, so not much going on here.
Distracted by Father Mateo, possibly. The hunting horror momentarily looks away from Mary and Nephthys and chases around Father Mateo around the exhibit hall as Mary thinks of a plan.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do. Cursed luck, ritual. I'm just looking at all the things in your area here. Nephthys,
Well, if I'm going to take the attack, it's best to take it now.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, you're right.
Actually,
one of the 2
no.
of us will take additional damage and horror. Yeah, it's true.
Actually, no. I should evade.
Ideally, it would be great if we could evade it and not have to worry about it right now. But excellent, Flower. I'm happy to hear that. F yeah.
Yeah, because it's 3 to 5 or 3 to 5.
Right. Yep.
Mary's just after the hunting horror takes notice of Mary and Nephthys. Possibly Nephthys taunting the tiny asp that's bothering these 2. I've seen bigger. Mary takes a run around the exhibit hall trying to get away from the hunting horror.
Whee!
Much like Father Mateo, it's a scene from those old 80s cartoons where they run through doors and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Benny Hill. Perfect.
So yeah, 3 to 5.
I mean, look, it's not ideal. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Well, I add a plus.
What about ritual candles? Oh, balls. Yeah. No, because cursed luck. I'm looking at all the... Yeah.
Cursed luck.
Careful.
So that's still a fail, I think.
Yeah.
+1, +2. So that would be a success, but cursed luck takes it down 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you don't add a bless, though, unfortunately. It says if you succeed, add a bless. It's bless.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Well, the running continues.
We gotta... Whoop. Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, -3. Well, that's
I,
fail.
I have a question for you, Crosshair. Hang on. Sorry, not to say hang on. I'm just looking at the ritual candle's wording, and I want you to work with me on this. It says after a symbol is revealed, you get +1.
Yeah.
Do you think that means every symbol? Do you think it stacks? I don't know why it wouldn't. Like, it doesn't say it doesn't, right?
Oh yeah, we should check if ritual candles
That
stacks.
feels really, like, considering we're dealing with so much bless and curse, that feels important. I'm gonna check for us.
Okay.
Because I have ritual candles too. Where are you? Where are you, candles? Here, and then... I just need a second to check here. Taboo.
I still fail it, by the way.
Oh, darn, okay. Yes, so, yeah. Question, basically. Yeah, each... sorry. Just trying to figure out how this is working. Yeah, each reaction ability can be triggered once each time the specified condition is met. So, if 2 symbols are revealed during the skill test, the reaction may be triggered twice. It would be different if it said 1 or more tokens, because that is a different wording.
Oh, right. So it's 3 tokens. The bless and curse cancel each other out. Oh.
They smell like doom flower. Doom.
So it's still 3 to 5. Then the skull takes me to 0 to 5.
Yep.
Ritual candles gives me 3. So it's 3 to 5. But then cursed luck takes me down 1, so it's 2 to 5.
Okay, unfortunate.
So that...
But, yeah, like, you know, this does mean theoretically you could pull a bunch of blesses and pass, right?
Yeah. Well, might as well. Neftus takes a moment to fire an arrow at the horror.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one doesn't go away. And the arrow hits, as it tends to do when Neftis is firing, and the hunting horror is down to 5.
It's obviously the piercing of the arrow, you know, caused by Nephthys causes it to shriek out in pain. This thing is massive and it is hungry, but it is not invincible. It's ready to fight.
6 blesses in well, evasion is still the best option I have.
Yep. You just need
so
cards and options, right?
Yeah, let's keep running. And still 3 to 5. Mine's 2. Return one of your clues. I don't have any clues.
There you go.
Well, fine.
So, unfortunately, you know, the thing is essentially taking up most of the exhibit hall. It's absolutely huge, and you know, for that reason, Mateo and Mary's ability to try to get away from it are hampered. Everywhere they turn, there's more writhing mass of sinew. And then it is now the enemy phase, so it attacks.
Did it attack both with 2 and 2, or were they separate attacks?
It should be separate attacks. Massive enemy attacks each person in order. Yeah. So one person will take 2, and it'll heal, and then it'll discard, and then the other person will take just 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Now the question is, who wants to take 2 damage and horror?
But we're both pretty safe because of our beautiful talismans. Well, not pretty safe, but relatively safe. So.
I have more soak also and more healing, so
Okay.
I'll take 2.
All right, sounds good. I'll leave
Oh,
it to you.
while Father Mateo gets tossed around a bit, Mary gets tossed through one of those glass display cases, perhaps.
Ooh, smash. Brutal. No, and because we're not drawing it, oh yes, and then it heals a bit. The creature seems to revel in its destructive capabilities as it rears back and gets even taller.
Dark Bidding goes away.
But it's still at 3 out of 6. That's not like terrible. I'm hoping to draw a good card. Ah.
That is a good card.
That's good. I have something as well that, I mean, this it won't help per se, but it might get us somewhere. You never know.
Yeah, this is something really good.
Okay, cool.
But I'd have to use my talisman basically to do it.
Yeah, or the Eye of Chaos is the other part. Sorry, no, I shouldn't say what you should do because I don't know if it's a question of slots or something else or whatever.
No, it's a question of taking an attack of opportunity.
See.
Because playing cards, bad thing.
Playing cards, bad. Yeah, I know. It's a card game. Oh, you're not allowed to play cards now, though. Oh, okay. What? I'm loving this discussion of like aftershave scents in the chat, by the way. Lovely stuff. Please continue. Don't let me stop you. As we go to 5 out of 7 Doom, the creature continues its attack as Mary and Mateo look desperately for the Necronomicon, but are stymied at every turn. Ooh, a secret door. Now I don't. Oh no, this does count here. Attach to the location with the most investigators without a secret door attached. Investigators cannot leave this location. Test Will 3 to search for the passage, or Intellect 3 to discern the way out. If you succeed, discard secret door. Damn it, Flower. I just said continue. Damn it. In addition to an infinite doorway, there's now secret doors. I think this exhibit hall is not meant to be displayed yet, and so whether through fate or just the arrangement of the museum, Father Mateo notices that he can't even find the way in again to get out, even if he wanted to.
And what else this Hall of Horrors has? Oh, a Dark Bidding.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, we definitely need to do something about this. I don't know what. But,
you know. 2 damage and 2 horror, and well, that takes the attack of opportunity out of the question.
Does it?
Because attack of opportunity still counts with the Dark Bidding, I think.
Yes, it does. No, it absolutely does.
And it heals.
Yes. Oh, I see what you mean. It would, I mean, like you mentioned, I guess, yeah, it's not a question of soak, right? Because you would survive. It's just, I guess it's more a...
Unless I leave, but I can't leave.
Yes, we'd have to evade it. You'd have to find the secret door, leave, deal with the infinite doorway, come back, it's a whole thing. It's not impossible, not by any stretch.
No.
before the investigation phase begins, I'm just going to do this, Crosshair, because I think it'll help us in some way.
Ooh.
Well, in some way. Father Mateo is tempting fate. The reason I think this is going to help is because it turns on more possibilities for the paradox of the world to come into play. And I draw a card. Oh! I can't do that again. Okay, that's too bad.
16 blesses.
It's something anyway.
Let's see.
Now let's see. Yeah, what do we want to do here?
That's the hunting horror attacks. I can cancel the 2 damage. The talisman of protection.
Mm-hmm.
That or kill Harold and add the tablet token.
I'd rather not, if we can help it. I'd rather not.
And I can take the 2 horror still.
Yeah. So that's good.
Then in the enemy phase, it would deal 1 damage and 1 horror, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe Mary just needs to do her thing where she pulls all the right tokens, or is that a crosshair thing?
That is a good question. I mean, it's happened across multiple investigators, so I have to assume it's a crosshair thing. It does happen.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it does happen. And now there's more variants in the bag.
Well, if you'll allow me.
If you would like, Mary can absolutely attempt to deal with this horrendous beast.
Yeah, because you know what nuns are known for, like the peaceful living.
Yeah, being peaceful,
praying.
yeah, being kind of modest and quiet, yeah.
And also carrying a 2-handed rifle
Nice.
everywhere they go.
Nice. Uh-oh.
That does
Woo!
mean that I have to throw away the candles, but yeah.
Yep, that is fair.
Mary stands back up from behind the glass panel that she was thrown with a 35 Winchester, which makes the hunting horror, of course, lash out at her, dealing 2 damage and 2 horror.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cancel.
It would, well, if you, if it would defeat you,
cancel
you can
the 2 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Click,
Now.
click.
Yeah, Mary aims at the hunting horror and like the Lord works in mysterious way, but this one doesn't.
Yeah. Can Mateo attempt to pray for your success for you?
Of course.
Just a little something. This is I'm committing this for the wild. I'm not putting more curse in the bag. Maybe I should, but
Yeah.
so +1 for you there.
1 plus 3. 6 against 5, and I'll throw the plus 8 into it. That's 7. I think that's as good as it is.
Yep.
Or first luck, so
Yes, -1. That's right.
6 against 5 still.
Okay. Well,
It's what it is, but let's hope the blessing of my ability to pull the tokens at the right time continues.
oh.
That is a 0.
Mm-hmm.
6 against 5, that's 3 damage. And, well, cloth to the wall, as they say.
Cloth to the wall. What?
Fire again.
You succeeded by 1 or more as well. I think you can discard Cursed Luck. Again, not to play on your table, but
true.
I noticed that's... Because, you were
Yeah,
up by 1, right? So,
1 or more.
yay!
Yeah.
Just to give you that extra little...
Extra boost.
It's 5 to 5 now, I think, right?
Yeah, 5 to 5. Nothing to do about it.
Yikes. Not great. That's what that is. But we click and boom as much as we can.
Or I pull 3 blesses and Nephthys handles it.
That would be pretty sweet.
That's a skull. That's a -3 and nope. I don't have
as well.
anything.
Blech. He's
Oh,
a big
right.
beefy boy. He's scary.
Well, I guess that means that Nephthys is taking 8 damage and a horror.
I was hoping to get you some sweet paradox, but
well.
live and learn. Maybe I'll pull a paradox. Who knows?
Yep. Still 3 blesses and we're done.
Yeah, it's true, right? So let's do it. I think Father Mateo has very little to do. I suppose I could... Actually, I'm just thinking out loud here. I could draw cards and hope to draw into something, but I think instead I'm just going to, like you said, I'm just going to pull 3 bless. Right?
Evading helps.
Evading helps. 3 to 5. I think it's not ideal, but, Father Mateo and Sister Mary are up against something much larger than themselves, like they will be in Cairo in the future too, right? Like they've been throughout this whole journey. 3 to 5. It's a bless. Okay, let me think about this for a second. 5 to 5 plus 1 from the candles. -1. 0. Like on. Evens. Success.
Yeah.
Bam. I'll take it. And you can, Okay, evaded. Awesome. That is legit useful.
Yeah. Might have saved our asses.
Yeah, no, it might wake up still too, but there's not much to be done about that. Somehow Father Mateo manages to sort of like find another alcove in the room and pretends to duck inside, so the hunting horror basically slithers in after it. And he manages to have just the briefest of moments alone, well, not alone, but in the room itself. I'm going to... I don't love it, but I'm going to do it. Because we can't investigate, but we can do this. He's obviously tempting some fate here, hoping against hope that he can find the Necronomicon before it's too late. Drawn to the Flame says, draw an encounter card, or draw the top card of the encounter deck, and then discover 2 clues. Twist of Fate. A twist of fate. Perhaps the twist is that we will find the Necronomicon. Reveal a random token from the Chaos Bag. Pow! If it's a skull, take 2 horror. Well, Whoops.
It happens.
It does happen. I have to discard St. Hubert's Key and heal 2 horror because I was at the amount. But
Oh, right.
the twist of fate, of course, is that as Mateo stumbles upon the sort of like quote-unquote book section, he is momentarily terrified to see a painting of a man who looks an awful lot like himself and a woman who looks an awful lot like Sister Mary, except they are clearly mummified. And he is absolutely terrified in that instant. And last action, Crosshair. I'm not going to try to punch the hunting horror. Maybe I should. Draw a couple blesses. No, that's silly.
It can retaliate still, I think.
It is evaded, so it cannot. Which is
right.
But I'll just draw a card because I'm hoping to draw something like better. Okay, not better, but that's okay. That's fine. Maybe I'll draw something better next time. Okay, we're still alive, Crosshair. Oh, right.
It's your turn.
Yep, my turn. Yeah, sure, trust me. At the start of the enemy phase, reveal a random token. If it's a bad stuff, ready the hunting horror. Look out! It is not. We have, Mateo whips around from the horrible, mummified, twisted, pained faces of himself and Mary, and looks desperately towards that little alcove, but the creature has not reemerged yet. So,
It
thankfully,
does.
so we're good for now. 4 out of 6 health, and we upkeep. Oh, yes. Well,
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Damn it.
If the hunting horror wasn't ready, this would be great, but...
Well, you know, we could hopefully make it so that it isn't ready again.
Well, I'm gonna blast it straight up.
Nice. Exactly, Saren. A hair-raising experience. But I'll allow it. That's very funny. We go to 6 out of 7 Doom. The creature re-emerges into the hall as Father Mateo slams back against the sort of book cabinet, starts rifling through it as quickly as he can. Mary, click, click, just like levers another shell out of the 35.
Clink, clink,
Yeah.
clink.
As we draw encounter card. Oh no! Cursed luck! I think seeing that painting has caused Mateo's faith to be shaken a little bit, so I get -1 skill value during skill tests. Period. That's it. That's what that does. Oh.
Okay. If there is no copy, so... Oh well.
Okay.
But
it
it
surges.
does have a surge. Secret door. Well, most investigators is here. And without a secret door. So apparently the secret door, Mary noticed it in the administration office.
Yeah.
Like, that bookcase seemed a bit off.
Yeah. Well, thankfully we're not going in, so... I mean, not right now,
Yeah.
anyway. You never know.
Right, should I just... try?
Yeah, I wish I had any sort of icons to commit, because I don't want you to get shot. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Well, I have one, but I'm wondering if I, I'm wondering if I want to keep it for use, but maybe not. No,
5 to 5 is... In Arkham terms, 5 to 5 is fine.
yeah, there's... You know what? I will, if you'll allow me, I'll give you one icon, and then you'll be one up, which helps with a couple of different tokens, just in case.
Only with the cultist.
Sure, and the -1s, I suppose. But
Yeah.
ooh, flower. Who knows? Ooh. No, if you don't want one at first, that's fine by me.
Let's try it without.
Sure.
Like, reload.
Yeah, blast
Fire
it.
away.
Bam.
Yeah, 5 to 5. Nothing else that can be done. Right?
Mm-hmm.
+1. Oh yeah, I don't have my ritual candles anymore. God
Nope.
damn it.
Nope. If it had been a bless, I would have, that would have been perfect.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yep.
One less
It
curse
goes,
in the
yeah.
bag.
Retaliate, though. Sorry to remind you. It's brutal. This is what I'm talking about. It's so brutal. Fighting a big enemy like this is just so awful.
Well, here's the choices. Either Nephthys goes, or Harold goes. I think Nephthys has find everything she needs from this place.
Maybe we'll meet her out front.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The bliss goes away.
Yeah, it would go back in the bag if there's space for it. I don't know how many are in the bag right now. Oh, there should be enough
9.
space, right? Because we're not supposed to have more than 10. So yeah, okay.
So yeah,
Sorry, Nephthys.
Nephthys gets knocked around a bit and falls possibly in a shadowy corridor. But for some reason they didn't see her again that night.
Ooh, mysterious.
Now the thing is, if I take another attack or retaliate hit, it's gonna be Harold.
Yeah, no, well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then it's going to be you, right? Like, there's only so much. There's only so much that can happen. This is the knife's edge. What do you want to do?
Well, we always go full on when we do these things, so
I will
fire away.
I will put in a combat icon for you. Just one. It's a thing.
Yeah. So that's a 6 on 5, and come on.
Bless?
Of course it's a bless.
+1, perfect. Phew.
Okay. Remove bless, and with another shot echoing through the halls, it's gonna be a loud one with a 35 Winchester firing indoors.
Yeah, close proximity. That's scary for sure. Blam.
The hunting horror slinks away into the darkness.
Oh,
And
thank goodness.
Mary just leans on the 35 and looks around like, hey father, have you checked that bookshelf with that book with the bullet that I missed with? And checks with the Eye of Chaos if there's something there.
Ooh.
Possibly the Eye of Chaos gave her the idea for it.
Whoops.
But it's gonna be a 4 against 3.
I can help with that too, if you want.
Oh no, it's a book thing.
No, it's well, with
No.
Eye of Chaos, it's a head thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thermos, get out of here, you.
5 against 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, last result from that. Yeah. Just this mental note that that book on that shelf where the bullet almost hit might have some information. Oh yeah, it doesn't exhaust. Anyway. 5 on 3. Did you want to help with that?
I can help with that. Yeah, there's 2 for you.
Okay.
Let's knock it down, baby.
7 against 3.
Yeah.
Someone called the police.
Woo, woo, woo.
They're talking about hair removal again.
Oh god, yeah, it's true. Hey, you
There
love
we
to
go.
see it. You love to see it.
So yeah, the intuition in it. What's the word?
Intuition.
Intuition. To check the bookshelf where she almost blew a book apart. She found something.
Ooh. Well, I think we're about to find out what.
Yeah.
Because there are no clues remaining in the exhibit hall restricted hall. I'm gonna read this flower, and then I want to talk about briefly what you said, because I think it's an interesting topic mechanically for Arkham. Act 3B, the Necronomicon. These streams are about punning now. This is correct, yeah. At last, you find the locked case containing the Necronomicon, with one of Sister Mary's bullets buried inside a book just next to it. The tome, over 800 pages in length, is filled with all manner of macabre imagery, formula, spells, prophecies, and descriptions of creatures from beyond the threshold of space. Without a doubt, it is a dangerous book, but its secrets could be very useful. The investigators must decide. It's too dangerous to keep around, we have to destroy it. Or, it's too valuable to destroy, we have to keep it safe.
Well, you know how we feel about things when we have the option to like out of character. When we have the option to destroy or burn or blow up something, we tend to do it.
That is true. But, yes. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I think you're gonna say the same thing, that Sister Mary and Father Mateo know that the cultists are probably looking for this book. And things might get bad if somebody else gets a hold of it.
That's it. Like it's obviously, powerful and dangerous and so on, but there must be a link between this book, what's contained within it, the blood rites happening underneath Arkham, the ghouls, the etc. Nephthys's involvement. I do tend to agree, Crosshair. I think it needs to be too valuable to destroy. We have to keep it safe.
No, I meant that they would. Well, perhaps they both, like, Mary is in the mood that it has to be destroyed before the cultists find it.
Ah, well, maybe.
But
I mean, no.
Father
We should, if we're at loggerheads about it, maybe we should flip a coin.
No need. Like, Father Mateo probably knows that while it's a dangerous book, the church is the so-called holiest place. So he might convince Mary that we'll keep it at the church, away from people, in the basement or the holiest place of the church. And that probably is enough to convince Mary that, yeah, maybe.
And who knows what might be contained within. I missed reading aloud. I'm sorry, I missed your Method Madness. Technically, the hunting horror didn't die. It went back to the void, but it still incurs a dab. Beautiful. My apologies. Let's have a look at Resolution 2. The Necronomicon is more than just a book. It is a tool. Within its pages is a wealth of information about the forces and creatures you have encountered. Knowing how useful it could be in your endeavors, how could you possibly bring yourself to destroy it? Besides, as long as you keep the book safely in your possession, the church's possession, you'll still be foiling those who wish to use it for nefarious purposes. In your campaign log record, the investigators took custody of the Necronomicon. The investigators have earned the Necronomicon card. Any one investigator may choose to add it to their deck. It does not count towards that investigator's deck size. You have given in to the temptation of power. Add 1 Elder Thing Chaos token to the Chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. That is less good.
Oh, and reminder to take a snapshot of it.
Yes,
well,
thank you. Especially
we didn't have an elder sign, so
no. So now there is one. Great. Hooray! I'm taking a photo of my own screen so I remember what the bag looks like. Team. That's what that's about. Well, also let's have a look at the Necronomicon. Whoa. Boop. Necronomicon, the Oleus Wormiaus translation, is a hand asset. 2 cost, has a book on it. It was Abdul Al-Hazred's magnum opus. And it just says you get +1 intellect. And then it says action, gain 2 resources.
Huh.
Nice.
It's a hand slot, though.
It is a hand slot, and that feels kind of bad. Although I think the only thing Mateo holds in his hands is the candles. I think.
Oh yeah. At first, it's a book icon.
Yeah, that's true, right? It's not the worst thing in the world.
2 actions and it pays for itself. You do get +1 to Bookie Book.
Yeah, Bookie Book. I am going to quickly... No, I'm going to... How am I going to do this? I'm going to find it some other time. Yeah, figure it out.
Dig out your talisman from your bag.
Oh, I put it on your side just now.
Oh.
I thought I dropped it like there. Did I? Maybe I missed it? Maybe I missed it.
Oh, no, yeah, I used my talisman. Yeah, true.
Oh, good. Reading, see you later. Recklessness does abound because it's Easter and we're playing Doom, so enjoy yourself. I'm hoping... I'm going to see, Crosshair, if I can find the card using another tool. Necronomicon. Not that one. That one. Okay, so it does exist. Perfect. There are so many. There are so many.
Also, you opt me.
Sorry?
Have you opt me?
Opt.
Opt me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Promoted you.
Yeah.
Yes, opt. Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
Oppet. I'm just gonna copy Harold Waldstedt because he stays in my deck, right?
It didn't say anything in the resolution about gaining him. I think if you wanted to take him, you could. If you wanted to.
Right. No. He's gonna stay at the...
Oh, he's just gonna live here.
Yeah.
Thelia, you are correct. That is random, but correct. Whipped cream, homemade whipped cream, on or in coffee, delicious. Yes, 100% correct. We
also
earned.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
earned
earned
experience.
which goes into our big pot, which allows us to then venture on to our next adventure, which is very cool. I'm just going to save this really briefly here.
Typically after a scenario, people like take a moment to spend experience and do all those things, but we do differently things here.
We do things real different on Doomed. We're just doing things all out of order. I actually do need to take a quick break anyway, Crosshare, which will kind of time out well with setting up the next scenario, if that's what we want to do.
Yeah, just set it to loading that I can handle the...
Yes.
I'm gonna need to take a drink anyway also, but...
I'm gonna load that in right now, and then we will hopefully be able to come right back with a bit more Doomed. So we're gonna get drinks, get water, get whatever you need, team, and we're gonna see where Father Mateo and Sister Mary end up next now that they have access to the Necronomicon. We're gonna see you again on Doomed in just a second. Back in a sec.
Get up back.